Good morning again. Here I am. I'm still out walking. It's the discipline. As much as when on a weekend, I'd like to stay in bed for an extra hour or two because I'm tired. But I get up anyway. Why? Because it's a discipline. It's something that I've been taught to do by myself every single day. So I'm out here walking this morning and I'm still listening to Grant's segments about attitude. And I realize that there's a lot of very funny stuff going on these days. I realize that every time they hear a new governor speak about their new actions to protect us, my first inclination is, why are they doing that? It's exactly backwards of what my knowingness says to do in a situation. Like, if we're all contagious with something, locking us in a little cave together with other people kills all of our natural healthy habits of going out and moving around and getting in the sunshine, because UV rays kill all viruses. So I don't trust anything automatically that someone says. And then I also notice that in America, that depending upon what party they're in, I have a tendency to not believe them if they're in the bad guy party. So you got to check your own attitudes, because somebody might be trying to deliver you good news and you are receiving it as bad news. So be your own filter, be your own guide of what you're going to do. Listen to what people say and then make up your own decisions. Now, I just told you to listen to what people say, but I'm going to tell you who not to listen to, because I owe it to you. Who not to listen to? People you don't know. That's social media. Those are all people that you don't know. That could be a 6-year-old in the Philippines or a 45-year-old nuclear physicist in Switzerland. And they're all talking about nuclear energy. You don't have any idea who's talking. So put your filter of skepticism back on when you receive stuff from social media. When you hear someone talking that you respect, listen to what they say, and don't be so eager to accept everything they say without question. Check it out for yourself. If somebody says something you like, check what he's telling you to do, check whether it makes any sense to you and how you're going to apply it. Because if you're locked into a house with your kids, they're watching you. They're learning how to react in times of suppression. And they're going to learn that from you. You can walk around, I'm nervous, what are we going to do, what are we going to do? Or you can kick back and act bored and not too cool. Teach them by example. Show, don't tell, okay? I've been writing books and short stories for years, and every writing teacher I've ever had said the same thing. If you're going to be a good writer, you got to show, you don't tell, okay? And it means a lot in the real world of communicating with your kids, with your family, with anything. You know, give people an opportunity to see something and make up their own minds. Trust them. You know, they're probably wiser than you think. And I'm talking about sometimes 5-year-olds. You know, there used to be a show on TV called Kids Say the Darndest Things. Funny, if an adult said the same thing, it wouldn't be funny. Why? Because we have a perception that because they're in this little tiny body and it only has 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 years on it, that they don't know anything. You know, check yourself on that attitude. You ever known somebody that was born and at the age of 3 could start playing the piano? Where'd that come from? How'd that happen? Oh, they're so lucky. Well, maybe they've done it before. It's just my attitude, just my message to you today. Check your own attitude. Be ever vigilant to make up your own mind about things. Check when you're receiving information for people you like. Don't overlike it. And then check with people that you don't like I don't particularly care for the governor of California, and I think he's okay? But, occasionally he says something that's right, and I have to give that to him. So that's my words of today. Always be in a search for knowledge, always be willing to learn. The only barrier to learning is because you think you know it all. It's the only one. Otherwise, you'd be learning all the time and be willing to do it. So call me if you need any help with anything. This is Tom, 916-691-9192, and find out why people say, call Tom.